Alright, hello and welcome to Blockbuster Bash Brothers Podcast, a weekly movie podcast. I'm Trevor Rocco. With me today and every day is my co-host Travis Labrucherie.
What's up?
Each week here at Blockbuster Bash Brothers, we sit down, watch a couple of films, one new release, something that opens the same week as we release the podcast, and something closely related, maybe another film by the same director, writer, actors, etc. And in most cases, something off the beaten path that you may have probably missed or didn't necessarily impress at the box office. We'll give you a little info on the films and our general takeaways. All of this will be followed up by some games. We're getting back to games this week.
Yay!
Well, we're getting back to game this week.
Yay!
No guest this week, but let's talk a little news first.
News? What's in the news?
What's in the news? Just announced today, Disney confirms that Wreck-It Ralph 2 is happening.
Sweet.
You like the first one, right?
Yeah.
I love the first one. Disney's got a pretty decent track record for sequels, especially with Dory coming out a couple of weeks ago. So
great sequel. I'm
excited about it. John C. Reilly, Sarah Silverman.
What's your favorite Disney sequel of all time?
Oh man, that's tough. What's yours? Did you have one in mind?
Probably off the top of my head, I'm gonna go with the Return of Jafar.
Return of Jafar. Okay. I can't really remember Jafar too much. I guess Dory is the only one that I can think of off the top.
Well,
of my head.
that's really my favorite.
Right. Well,
I just want to say Jafar.
Right. I know. They're working on a ton of stuff right now, like Incredibles 2 and things like that. Mostly Pixar stuff, but so maybe it's just Pixar
Frozen
that has
2.
Oh God. Cars 2. It's another great one. Okay. Yeah, I think Dory, I guess, was just the only reason I had that example. But
I guess they have a lot of ones that weren't so great. You know, like
Cars 2. Well, there was
Little Mermaid 2,
right,
Lion King 2.
Those were like a while ago now, and most of those were straight to video. You know what I mean? Like some of them didn't get theatrical releases, and they knew that wasn't going to be the case, so they didn't put the money into it as the rest of them. So I think that's probably the case. Anyway, moving on.
Toy Story 2 is pretty good.
Yeah, there you go.
Still waiting on A Bug's Life 2.
Yeah. I don't know if they'll ever do that.
Well,
I hope so.
They should.
It's your favorite.
Yeah.
Just this week, we got a new trailer for Sully. Have you seen this yet?
Sully.
It's the new Clint Eastwood movie.
No.
Directed by Clint Eastwood, starring Tom Hanks. It's about the guy that landed the plane on the Hudson River in New York. It looks like an early Oscar contender on paper, but it's got a September 9th release, so who knows about that. Usually the Oscar contenders go closer to the end of the year. What's your favorite Tom Hanks movie?
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, really? Mine is That Thing You Do.
Nice.
I love that movie. Alrighty.
I think Forrest Gump's my favorite.
Yeah.
Just off the top
of your head.
Yeah.
I'll try to snag that trailer and put it on a movie for next week so you can check it out.
All right.
I got two more here. I knew this was going to happen. A theater in Concord, California accidentally showed Sausage Party, the trailer, to a group of Finding Dory moviegoers, which is, I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody was going to accidentally put it on there saying, oh, this is an animated movie, just throwing it on somewhere.
Yeah.
And so apparently they didn't get any complaints or anything, but they stopped. They accidentally put a trailer pack for another movie on the Finding Dory movie, so it was Sausage Party and a bunch of other probably inappropriate stuff that they were supposed to get, that they were going to get, but they caught it after Sausage Party, so they got Sausage Party but not the rest. So
wow.
And it's funny because it was Concord, which is not that far away, so it's could have happened anywhere in the country, and
we could have been there.
Yeah, we blew it around here. All right, last item on the agenda. A producer/studio has announced plans to make a sci-fi thriller out of a very tough source material, the classic video game Tetris.
Wow.
Yeah, they say that nobody's been able to guess the plot so far, and that they believe it'll take 3 full feature-length films to tell the whole story.
What?
What do you think the story is going to be?
What the hell? I don't know.
This is totally true. Yeah, what could it even be, right?
I have no idea.
We'll update you as we figure out things. They said something about order and chaos or something like that. Something super vague.
Oh.
Yeah, so I have no idea. But, I'm excited now. That could be good. All right, let's talk cheese. Not cheddar, not Gouda, not even provolone. Let's talk Swiss. Swiss Army Man.
Swiss Army Man.
So the Swiss Army Man is our not wide release. I guess it's expanding this week, but it's our major film of the week. And it's starring Paul Dano, Daniel Radcliffe, and it's taking over the world with the most mixed reception possible. It's got like 60-something% on Rotten Tomatoes, really? But like it's either love it or hate it kind of thing. People just can't, settle on. Yeah, me too. But before we jump into that, since our love for Paul Dano knows no bounds, we also watched one of my favorites from last year, Love and Mercy. For those that haven't seen Love and Mercy, it is the story of Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys.
Not to be confused with the former Giants pitcher.
Former Dodgers pitcher too, right?
Yeah.
Well, we don't talk about that.
We can, but...
So yeah, like I said, this is one of my favorites from last year. It stars Paul Dano, of course, Elizabeth Banks,
John Cusack, Paul Giamatti.
Yep. And so the story of Brian Wilson, who was well known for being the great mind behind the Beach Boys that nobody ever knew about, kind of, is what it was. So it tells the story in two different parts of his life. One, I believe, in the 60s when they're recording Pet Sounds, and then in the 80s when after Brian Wilson had gone through a lot of his clinical depression and clinical, wrong diagnoses and being kind of abused by his doctors and things like that. Kind of being stuck and then him getting out of that kind of. So sorry not to spoil anything. But I love the idea for this film of telling two different stories, because I think what happens with a lot of biopics these days is they end up being like 3 hours long because they're trying to tell somebody's whole life. Mm-hmm. And there's some stuff, I'm sure, in the middle that we didn't really need to see, or before or after or whatever. They picked the two parts of the stories that I think were worth telling and found a way to tell them together, which I think was a really good way to do it. There's some really good music, of course, in this movie. Beach Boys. The sound mixing is crazy. You get a lot of strange scenes with
just
him
like
descending,
close-ups of
him descending into madness
with just noise.
Yeah, noise and things like that. It's strange.
It's like
but
music
it's
and noise combined,
which is kind of what I think Brian Wilson was going for on a lot of those early tracks. Then Paul Giamatti, the bad manager of 2015. Do you know the other film that he was in where he played a bad manager?
Yes, Straight Outta Compton. He's good at those roles.
Yeah, he plays a good mean guy.
Yeah,
he's really good though.
Big Fat Liar.
Big Fat Liar, sure, yeah. 12 Years a Slave. Briefly. Yeah. He's in a lot of stuff. He always seems to be typecast as the bad guy, but he always does a really good job. Mm-hmm. So what side of the movie did you enjoy more? The Cusack side, the Dano side?
I enjoyed the Cusack side more. Mm-hmm. Mainly because of Paul Giamatti and Elizabeth Banks.
Right, for sure. I guess the Paul Dano side had the less of the big actor cast. Yeah. So it was mostly just Paul Dano dealing with... There's some other people that you'll recognize in there as, like, smaller roles and other things. I couldn't tell you the names of anybody, but like I know that I've seen a few of them other places. But the big name cast was in the Cusack side of things. So you enjoyed the Cusack side. Yeah. I enjoyed the Paul Dano side a little bit more. I think I loved all. It just seems like the memorable scenes for me are the ones with Paul Dano in them, like the piano scene where he's playing, because he sings
like
a lot of
music.
Yeah, he sings a lot of the parts. Like the beginning, they do a lot of like voice dubbing or whatever, or they'll play the music and he mouths the words. But as the movie moves along, he starts doing a lot of the performances himself. He starts singing the parts, and he sounds really good, and he sounds very similar to Brian Wilson. So I thought that was really... So most of the music scenes were on the Paul Dano side, so
yeah,
I think that's what intrigued me more. Pizza rating?
I give it a 7.
7 out of 8 slices. Yeah. Nice.
And I'll give it a, 7 Hawaiian slices. You surf in Hawaii and surf in USA.
I like that. I'll do Hawaiian too. I'm going to give it 8 slices. This is one of my favorite movies from last year. It's super, super good. Highly recommend. Alrighty, another one we're going to recommend here. The big one for the week, Swiss Army Man.
Yeah.
Tell us what's going on here. What's going on in this movie?
Well, Paul Dano plays this guy who's stranded on an island.
Hank.
Yes, and he's about to off himself.
Mm-hmm.
Then he finds his body.
He notices his body off in the distance, yeah.
Played by Daniel Radcliffe.
Mm-hmm.
He tries to resuscitate him, I guess.
No, not really. He kind of knows that it looks like he's dead.
Maybe he does a little bit of pushing on the
I guess that's true. But yeah, so it's this movie. I don't want to describe too much of it, and I don't want to get it. We'll say that the body starts farting, and then that leads to so many wonderful things.
Yeah.
I mean, we will say that, Danny Radcliffe isn't just a dead body for this whole movie.
Yeah.
So it's not a Weekend at Bernie's situation. But, and Danny Radcliffe is so good in this. He's so funny.
His best role.
Yeah. So the way I would describe this movie, I guess, without giving anything away, is it's like if the Farrelly brothers made an art film. So, do you know who the Farrelly brothers are? They made, Dumb and Dumber and, what was that terrible movie with all those famous people? Movie 42.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw that with me, right? Yeah. So
I don't think I saw it with you, but I definitely saw it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I saw it with 2 people. I can't remember who the other person was.
I think I just saw it at home by myself.
Oh, really?
On Netflix or something.
Yeah. This is, like I said, it's getting mixed reviews. It's,
I mean, this is...
I understand. I think I figured out the reason why people are against it.
They don't like farts?
Well, it could just be that they don't like farts, but also, I feel like this is the kind of movie, because, it's so weird and out there or whatever. This is the kind of movie where later on, the people involved in it could go, oh yeah, that movie was just, a big joke to see if critics, would say that they liked it. That kind of thing. So I feel like critics just kind of are afraid to say that they like it. You know what I mean? It's not, they just kind of, it's so many fart jokes and infantile humor, even though it's mixed with, great cinematography, great acting, funny stuff, even though it's mixed with all of that, it's still tough to say, oh, I love that farts movie. That's it. That's
not tough for me.
That's a great farts movie.
What's your best fart movie of all time?
This, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think of what other movie I would describe as a fart movie.
Yeah, I guess there's... I mean, I can think of some great fart scenes.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Step Brothers.
I love great art films. I just can't tell you I love great fart films. And then, so Danny Radcliffe's performance, would you describe it as deadpan? Sorry, I thought of that this morning.
No, that's great. That's great. This is one of the most original stories I've
for sure. I mean,
ever come across.
Well, I mean, you start with something normal, like a guy marooned on an island.
Yeah. It's Castaway, and then it becomes
Castaway becomes Homeward Bound becomes weird fart movie. I don't know if I want to say this because I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's Daniel Radcliffe's character is like a child discovering the world, kind of. Mm-hmm. So I really liked that aspect of it because it leads to a lot of funny questions and a lot of funny scenarios and situations. So you have that to look forward to. And then at the end, I was expecting a big M. Night Shyamalan kind of twist. You know what I mean? But we didn't really get that. Yeah. So let's not go into it. Okay. But were you expecting that too? A big
Yeah,
like a reveal or something of what was actually happening this whole time. Yeah, it's but I liked that it didn't do that. I thought that I was just like, oh, good, they're not trying to like ground it in reality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's keep this strangeness going. Just continue on. Alrighty, that's all I got for it. Other than saying to go see it.
Yeah.
This is a great like group movie. Like take your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, take as many of your friends as you can. You
guys will be laughing.
Yeah, it's a great group movie. If you're older and you're not used to this kind of film, I'd say you're probably gonna have the urge to leave about like 5 or 10 minutes in. Please stick it out. Don't leave.
Yeah,
you'll enjoy the rest because it takes a couple minutes to get going because it starts off so like bleak and kind of real, and then it goes off the deep end, and you just gotta stick with it. You know what I mean? All right, pizza rating.
I'm gonna give it 8.
Gonna give it 8. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm gonna go with 7. So we swapped it that one.
8 with Swiss cheese,
Swiss cheese, and Cheetos.
Yeah, cheese puffs.
Cheese puffs. Excuse me. Sorry, we don't want to get into any copyright issues here. Yeah. Cool, man. This is great. We also got a chance to sit down and watch another movie that comes to wide release this week. The BFG.
Yeah.
Directed by Steven Spielberg.
Also got some good fart scenes.
Yeah, that was like the theme of the week, farts.
Or whiz poppers.
Whiz poppers, as they call it. They call a lot of different things, a lot of weird names.
I think this Steven Spielberg guy, he's gonna be big.
Yeah, he's going places. Where does this land in your Spielberg realm? You've seen a lot of Spielberg movies.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I mean, there's definitely way more other Spielberg things that I love that will always choose over this.
Yeah, sure.
But I mean,
it's good.
That's hard to beat his.
Yeah. I mean, most of the things that he does is fantastic. So there's a few, most of the ones that I haven't seen are the ones that I think of as like, oh, those are his lesser films.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't know, like I would rank this below most of the classics, below the E.T.s and the Close Encounters and
Indiana Jones.
But I would still
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I would still put it above, things like Duel or, I don't know, definitely above Adventures of Tintin.
I never saw it.
Yeah, I started watching it one time. It wasn't good. Like, Lincoln is a great film, but, like, I would rather watch this again than watch Lincoln again.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's, it's kind of middle of the road, but even middle of the road for Steven Spielberg is still a great film.
Yeah.
Mark Rylance, really good. The who plays the giant.
Yeah.
The little girl kind of reminded me of what's her name? Mara Wilson, I think is her name, from Matilda. The little girl from Matilda. She did a pretty good job. You got some voice actors here.
Yeah. Who? Let's see. No, Bill Hader was one.
Yeah, we weren't able to pick him out. I know. It was much more. Jermaine Clement was the other one, the other big one that I noticed. He was the main bad guy, so great choice for voice there. I thought that fit really well. I'm not sure how well this is going to connect with American audiences. It's very English.
It is very English.
The people that I've talked to about it that saw it, that aren't like into film and film buffs or whatever, were kind of put off by the fact that they could barely understand the language that they use, beside the fact that it's like English accents as well. So that could be a knock against it. I don't know. I didn't have any problems with that, really.
Yeah, I didn't either.
We're a little bit more educated in our film going experience than most people, so we'll see how it pans out. I was thinking this was going to be a big box office hitter when I first heard about it, just because of the names attached, and Roald Dahl films tend to do pretty well. But I'm not totally sure on it anymore. But that's good for everybody else in our group, because I could take a hit here.
Oh yeah. Well, anyways, I mean, not good for me because I already lost.
You're out. But other people have a chance here, so we'll see. Anything
so how have you read the book?
I feel like I read the book when I was much younger. I can't remember, too much specifics. I do remember the whole like language thing, the misusing words or funny iterations of words. Yeah. Did you read it?
No, I'd never read this one.
Have you read it? Did you read any of his other books?
Actually, I know Matilda was one, right? I never read that one. I just saw the movie.
Yeah.
But
and then Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah. I did read that one.
Mm-hmm. And then like The Witches is another one. I think I read that one. I'm sure they'll all get movies at some point.
Yeah, but having not read the book, I still enjoyed the movie. Like I didn't have any attachment.
Right, for sure. So going in blind, kind of, with no preconceived information, that kind of thing. So,
but, I mean, maybe for people who had read the book, they could be a little more upset because maybe it's not.
Or a little more excited.
Or, yeah.
I know some people that have read the book that are really excited for it, so we'll see. Yeah. We'll see what that will be the ultimate test, I think, is whether or not the people who are familiar with his entire body of work, not just movies, but on paper, if they like it. Pizza rating?
I'm going to give it like a 5.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. 5 slices. With what's that weird cucumber thing?
I was going to put that on mine too. Yeah. I don't know what it's called.
It didn't look that appetizing, but I'd try it.
Snagglecumber?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Fraggle fruit? I don't know.
Yeah, it's all mixed, jumbled up words. Anyway, so it looks like the 2 Paul Dano movies came through this week. Yeah. 7 and 8 slices. So go see those. Yeah. BFG, if that's something that sounds interesting to you. We could also recommend that too. Yeah. So good week for movies.
Yeah, good week for farts.
Good week for farts, good week for movies.
Yeah, and you got Paul Dano singing in both his movies.
You get if you like Paul Dano singing. Yeah. There you go. Let's play one game. Okay. I got a game ready for you.
Cool.
It's a good one. Here's the pen and the paper so you can keep track of your score. We're just going to play the one game today, stolen from a radio show in Texas, made popular by Doug on Doug Loves Movies. It's called Jason and Deb's IMDb game.
All right.
I know you're a fan of this one. For those listening, I'll start off listing the top 4 films of a pre-selected actor or actress that IMDb deems as their most known films or projects. You can guess whenever you want, Travis, but if you get it wrong, you get a -1 point. We'll play 6 quick rounds, and the object is to get to 10 points.
All right.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Oh, I got a little twist to this one. So if you, because you have to get to 10 points, there's only 6 categories. That means, you're going to have to do pretty well. So I also have the list of the 5 most talked about movies on social media. Okay. So if you miss a category, don't get any points, or you get a -1, I'll give you a chance to get a point back by telling me what one of the top 5 is.
Okay.
Got it?
I think so.
Cool. Okay, the first person that we're playing with, I'm not going to say. I'm just going to say his movies. So the first movie is Toy Story 2.
Okay.
Second, or do you want to guess already?
You know what? I'm gonna play it safe. Okay. Play a little conservative. I'll get a second movie here.
Second movie is Space Jam.
Oh. Toy Story 2 and Space Jam.
Yeah. I didn't make this easy for you, man.
Wow. No, you did not. All right, give me another one.
The third is a small little show called Seinfeld.
Okay, I knew who it was. I can't remember his name.
Oh, you can't. Oh, that's too bad. I could just list the last thing for you. You can move on to the next one. You don't want to take a shot at it.
I mean, I know it's Newman. What is his name? Is the 4th one Jurassic Park?
4th one is Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Well.
All right. Well, I guess we're moving on. Couldn't get Wayne Knight.
Oh, God.
Sorry about that. All right. Next one on the list. First movie is Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Second movie is The Hateful Eight. You want another one?
I mean, I'm just going to guess Samuel L. Jackson.
That's right. Samuel L. Jackson. So you get a point there.
All right.
Ready? And then...
do I get a name?
You get to guess the other 2 for additional bonus points.
All right. I'm going to say... The Avengers?
Nope.
Damn it. Django?
Django and Jane, that's right. Cool. So you got 2 points on that one. Gotta get to 10, buddy.
Damn.
If at the end you didn't get to 10, we'll give you a shot at the list.
All right.
Okay. Next one is Crazy Stupid Love. I like to start off with one with a wide cast so you don't know.
You do, don't you?
I do.
All right, give me another.
Okay, next one is The Kids Are All Right.
Julianne Moore.
That's correct. Another point for you. Gonna take a stab at these other two.
Dang it. Alice?
Still Alice?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not right.
Dang it.
Sorry.
Evolution?
Yeah, no. Definitely not Evolution. The other ones were The Big Lebowski.
Oh, damn. Of
course.
Yeah.
And The Lost World.
I see a theme here.
Yeah, maybe. All right, the next one. Ready? The Internship.
Vince Vaughn.
Yep. Another point. You're up to 4. Ready? What are the other ones?
Wedding Crashers?
Yep. Halfway there.
Old School?
Nope.
True Detective?
No. That was a good guess, though. No, the last ones are The Breakup, which I didn't. I was good. I don't know why that would be on there.
I didn't think that would be on there.
And then Dodgeball.
Yeah, Dodgeball.
Which makes a lot more sense. Did you know that the number 1 was The Internship? That was the first one listed. Wow. Weird.
I could think of many other ones.
Yeah, for sure. All the ones you said.
Swingers,
yeah, that's a good one. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, the next one is The Grand Budapest Hotel.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yep, that's correct. You see where this is going, I see. All right, what else is on the list? You may be able to get within it right now.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
Independence Day.
Yep.
Last one might be a little tough.
Yep. No.
No. The sequel to. Is it The Lost World?
It is. The Lost World. Man, you're within 1 point. All comes down to this last one here. All right, the first movie is The Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah, I'm gonna need another movie.
Okay, next one is Blue Velvet.
Oh, shit. Yeah, give me one more.
Wild. Told you I wasn't going to make it easy for you.
All right. Give me the last movie.
The last movie is Jurassic Park.
Okay.
You got 1 stab at this. If you get it, you win. If you miss it, you lose.
Oh, now I get it. Laura Dern.
Yeah, you got it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You did it. You just did it. 10 points.
I get the whole
You
game
get the
now.
whole theme, yeah. It's people who were in Jurassic Park or The Lost World, main, actors. Alrighty, do you want to take a stab at what you think the 5 most talked about films on social media are, just for fun?
Like, at this very moment?
Yeah, as of, I think this was yesterday.
Finding Dory.
Nope.
Oh. What came out last week? Or what's coming out this week? Ooh, The Shallows.
No.
Damn it.
Barking up the wrong tree, buddy.
Am I? No, they're not underwater movies?
No.
I
don't think Blake Lively's in any of these.
Oh.
Sorry.
How about the BFG?
Nope. Got 3 guesses. All 3 wrong.
Star Wars. Rogue One.
Yep, that's one of them.
All right. What else could people... Power Rangers.
Power Rangers, yep. So you don't get any more guesses. There's only 5, so You took 5 guesses.
Yeah, what are the other?
The other ones are Suicide Squad.
Oh, duh.
Star Trek Beyond.
Okay.
Which comes out in like 2 weeks. And Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
I don't know what that is.
That's a Harry Potter universe movie coming out in December. Yep.
Wow.
It's
Harry Potter.
The guy who played Stephen Hawking.
Oh,
drawing a blank.
Is that Eddie?
Yeah, Eddie Redmayne. That's him. He's playing the main character. What else have we watched this week? Did you see anything else?
I saw The Purge.
You saw The Purge. How's your catch-up coming?
It's... So, I mean,
Just the first one.
I just saw the first one.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay.
Tomorrow's the new one, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're going to have to get there quick, man.
Yeah.
The Purge comes out tomorrow. Same with Tarzan.
I'm excited to see Tarzan.
It's bombing. It's gonna bomb. I think, yeah. It's the score is low.
I like Margot Robbie. She's a babe.
Yep. Will that be enough though? Will the babe factor?
I mean, it'll be enough for me to see it. We saw the Angry Birds movie.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Finally caught up with that weekend of movies where we wanted to see everything. Yeah. Didn't get around to it.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was alright. I think kids will really like it if you got young kids. There's a lot of stuff for the little ones in it.
I saw this movie on Netflix called Hot Bot.
Hot Bot? Yeah. Why?
I don't know.
What drew you to it?
It was about like these kids who find like a robot sex doll.
Oh man.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, sounds pretty bad.
But it has like Anthony Anderson and one of the guys from That 70s Show.
Oh really?
Hyde.
Oh yeah. I know that guy. I can't remember his name, but
and it had Turk from Scrubs.
Oh man.
And
that's a terrible cast.
And it had what's her name from The Office?
Which one?
The blonde with the cats.
Angela?
Is it Angela?
Yeah.
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 They were all in it.
When was this movie made?
Like a couple years ago.
Oh, so it's newer.
Yeah.
So it was like a straight to VOD.
Or actually, no, it was this year.
Oh, really? So it's like a straight to VOD, like weird comedy thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Still pretty bad though, huh?
Yeah.
Because now I'm a little bit more intrigued.
It's terrible. I saw Sin City: A Dame to Kill For.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that popped up on Netflix. Right?
It was okay. I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't love the first one enough to like warrant going and seeing the sequel.
I liked the first one, but this one is just okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably not getting around to it. Wow, you watched a lot of movies this week.
Yeah,
you got more,
I also watched The November Man.
Okay, that's the Pierce Brosnan one?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right, I didn't really watch anything else than the stuff that we watched together. I watched the first half of The Fundamentals of Caring, if you haven't caught any of that yet.
That's Paul Rudd, right?
Yeah, it's good so far. I just haven't had the chance to sit down and finish the whole thing. But other than that, cool.
Nice.
What comes out next week? Secret Life of Pets.
Oh, yeah.
Excited?
Yeah,
sure.
I am. I mean, I'm not as excited as, like I was for Finding Dory or other animated movies, but...
Still looks funny. Could be good. Jenny Slate, Keegan-Michael Key, I think. Somebody else, too. Maybe not Keegan-Michael Key. I might be mixing that up with Angry Birds.
I don't know.
Jenny Slate, definitely, though. I like her. She's funny.
Wait, who's Jenny Slate?
Mona Lisa Saperstein from Parks and Recreation. John Raphael's sister.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome. Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates is the other one that comes out next week, too.
That looks...
Speaking of Parks and Recreation.
I like the cast.
Yeah. So... Anna Kendrick, Aubrey Plaza, Adam Devine, Zac Efron. That's the 4.
Yeah.
It's the big 4 there. And then limited release for a trailer we saw last night, Captain Fantastic.
Oh, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, with Viggo Mortensen. Yeah.
Haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, he's been off the grid. He's been living out in the woods, I guess.
According
to the trailer, yeah. Cool. Could be good.
Yeah.
All right, go see Swiss Army Man. Check out Love and Mercy.
Yeah.
Go see BFG if that's your thing. And that's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's the end of this episode. Thanks for listening. Remember to like, comment, subscribe on SoundCloud, YouTube, and we'll see you guys next week.
Will they actually see us or
hear us? Well, maybe they'll see us. Maybe we'll do a video episode next week. Maybe.
That'd be interesting.
You're gonna have to come back and check it out.
I'll have to wear clothes.
Both have to wear clothes. Later.